Tomorrow's class hike. Let's talk to the teacher since we are in math class. I get bad vibes from him though. I do not like that he's a dating option. What is it, Pigeon? Break isn't over yet. I wanted to talk to you, sir. Your friends are all here, why not talk with them? Do you not want to talk to me? No, that's not what I meant. You're a funny girl, Pigeon. Wait, no, I haven't said anything yet. And so I took a nap with Mr. Nanaki. You just sat down next to him? That's weird. I wonder if he has some sort of illness? I hope he's okay. I mean, chronic fatigue, probably. Narcolepsy, maybe? That doesn't really put you to sleep, quite. It just kind of passes you out temporarily, freezes your body. Today's an elective day, what should I do? Attend math. I imagine you're all well aware, but the sports festival's right around the corner. Please think about what you'll do. So I went to the library. May is practically summer already. It's too hot. I think I'll rest in the library. Ah, much better. I do really like that feeling of walking in. I really like that feeling of walking in to an air-conditioned space. I was also, when I worked at the Spark program, in my library, it was in the kids section was in the basement, so it was a much, like, had a really cool vibe. I liked it down there. And the smell of all the books was great, too. It's nice that the AC is on, but do we really need it? No birdies in here today. I mean, you've probably got another shadow. It's not on. It's you, Nagiki. Duh. It's you, Miss Pigeon. Whoa, he called me by my name. Oh, so he did. They don't turn the air conditioning on until June. It just feels cold compared to outside. Oh, is that it? Be a little strange to start spending money to cool a barely used library in May. That's another thing, is I'm currently alone for the next few days, and the first thing I immediately did was turn the thermostat to, like, 67? And it's been very nice. Anyway, aren't you going to participate in the festival, Nagiki? Aren't you? Eep! I don't like it outside, so I stay in here. That's all. I see. Why are you sitting next to me? Do you mind? Not really. Listen, our class president got duped into being a cheerleader, and... Sorry. No. Keep going. And so I spent the day telling him about the festival and whatnot while he read. I don't know how much he was listening to me, but he didn't seem to mind, I think. It's kind of like the, ADHD body double idea, where you have someone else in the room, and for some reason that helps you, like, focus. I think there's a lot of value in that sort of chilling next to someone. Not really having to speak, having that sort of ease. That seems nice. I'm never really at ease with other people that way, but in a theoretical setting, it sounds very nice. The store, the infirmary, or the cafeteria? We could see what happens when we don't chase off Okusan. One half-dead fried rice. I still don't know what that means. Let him go. Don't you realize he's a fantail? Eh? Go! Silence, fool boy! Oh god. Once freed, Okusan rampages for a while and then comes over with a satisfied expression. Go! Okusan loves you, gentle maiden, but fake pudding cannot be forgiven. I love you too, Okusan. You are my favorite bird for the chaos. Very well. San in the forest and me in Tatara village are love pure. Carry me away on Yakul. Who the heck is Yakul? Today's an elective day, what should I do? I seem to make a lot of, like, fairy tale, literary, and folklore references. But I do not know specifically the references, because they are not stories I grew up with. I always find myself wondering what the math we learn is good for. Ooh. And now we can draw a line perpendicular to those. Is this math class or nap time? I hated nap time in kindergarten. Was anyone else like that? Like, I despised it. They'd be like, okay, be a good girl and go to sleep. Aren't we gonna have fun? And I'm like, no. I'm like, get me out of here. I don't want to lie on the floor. I don't want the lights out. I just want to be doing my own thing, and like, I don't remember what else I wanted to do. Probably something related to cats or like drawing. But nap time was not my thing. Because I was never tired by then. I was just wanted to do more stuff. Probably also because of that weird feeling of impending dread where I was like, I'll never have enough time to do anything before my life is over. And I don't know why that happened to me or why that also kind of went away. I feel like it's still there a little bit. I don't know. What? I'm just saying things to myself now. I give up. Bird game. Today's Tanabata. There's probably a bamboo tree in the plaza. Let's see. Any birdie I know? Croissant. I live in fear of whatever the stuff smeared on it is. What should I wish for? Let's be a famous artist this time. I wish to become a famous artist whose work is known the world over. Oh, hello, is that you, Pigeon? Mr. Nanaki. You should be careful at this late. It can be dangerous for a girl, you know. I was about to head home. Would you like me to walk you to your place? No. Sir, how will integral calculus help us in life? Hard to say. It might never help you at all, Pigeon. But only studying things that help you in life is tiresome. Think of it as educational candy. Too much of it and you get sick. Integral calculus is educational candy? I'm not prepared to accept this. I always had arguments with my teachers. I was really bad at math because it just didn't make sense, and it turns out I'm probably dyscalculate. I don't know why I say probably. I was definitely dyscalculate. I still am. But like, every time in school, instead of being like, well, you know, it's educational candy, or like, it's just something you're gonna have to do. I hated those answers. I was never good with. Just because that asked that question a lot. What am I going to even use this for? And they were like, well, you just have to trust me. And I was like, I don't trust anyone. I always turned it into like a weird existential thing, I think. I feel sorry for my teachers, because every time they'd be like, Ahna, please just do the math homework. You can, like, if you apply yourself, you know, I know it's hard and difficult, but, like, just get over it and grow up. And I was always like, well, life is something that you have to live with and get over and grow up. And we all die one day, and I'm wasting my precious time. And then I would turn it into, like, an existential debate. So every conversation with the math teacher started with, Ahna, please do your homework, and ended with, Ahna. I need to check these assigned books. There are fewer birds in here than usual. Am I the only one? Well, that just makes my job easier. You're never the only one. He's always in there. I'm probably not alone. I've seen this situation before. Yeah, twice. Nagiki? No reply. Maybe he's not here. He's dead. He jumped out the window. Are you here, Nagi? Please be quiet in the library. Hello! You're rather noisy today. Did you want something? Nope, I was just wondering if you were here. Of course, I'm always here. He replies from his corner in a somewhat annoyed tone of voice. Oh, the book he's holding. That's assigned reading this semester. Is it any good? Not really. I'm almost done with it. It forces its safe, ethical viewpoint on the reader, like all assigned reading. The whole concept is inane. Why force everyone to read the same books? It is pretty boring most of the time. I think the one thing that would have helped me a lot in school is I was always forced to read books too, and I loved books. I, at some point, was like reading 5 books at the same time, but those were all because I was interested in them. And I think the main thing that teachers should be teaching before they give you assigned reading is learning how to read, like reading comprehension, and also telling you kind of the morals or what it relates to, like what the theme of the book is. Because I feel like I was always too young, where I didn't have the sort of experience to experience the depth of something, so I was just being forced to read something. Where instead of, say, To Kill a Mockingbird, like there are a lot of really interesting lessons and ways in which the world works, but you kind of have to grasp what those are to be able to care about the book at all. So it's powerful if you know what it's about, but when I first read the book as a kid, not like a kid, but, you know, middle school, it was just boring. Like, I remember Scout in a ham costume and, like, almost getting stabbed or something. And, like, that's not the point of the book at all. I think you just have to... I think people love learning inherently, as long as it's made fun, and I feel like there's always a way to make it, if not fun, meaningful. A meaningful experience. And I feel like schools are, and most, like, higher education, most types of education and institutions are so rigidly structured on making everything the same that a lot of people think that they hate learning or that they hate math. I used to think I hated math, but I don't hate math. I hate being forced to do math and being bad at it because it hurts. Like, hurts my brain to think about, and then I, used to beat myself up about it because I was like, oh, I'm just, like a failure. My brain is bad and I deserve to die. And none of that was ever really true either. Math is really cool. It's like the language that describes the mechanics of the universe. That's awesome. It's like magic in real life. I just don't like the forced experience of it. And I feel like that's what a lot of people have, where it's not the books at fault, but how they're presented. And they fail to take into account intersectionality and the holistic view of what's going on in life before handing out books. I'm getting really philosophical with this one. I'm like, I have strong opinions. We're going to hear them. What do you like to read? You volunteered to work here, so you must like books. I was wondering what to read next. So you want me to recommend something? He nods. What about... I don't know either of these books. But I'll go with that one. What about My Little Nico Bar Can't Be This Cute? I liked it. I've never heard that name before. What is it? I don't know. I've never heard it either. It's a light novel that came out last month. It's about an incredibly tsundere Nico bar with a complex and her faceless male protagonist brother, and... I see. Sounds extremely uninterested. Don't look down on light novels. Kiriniko is cute. I don't know what that is. It's easy to fall out of practice and get fat and lazy during summer vacation. Hunter-gatherer's body, we meet Azami again. I wish she were a route option. I'd rather date a really cool biker lady than a teacher. Summer festival. I'll invite Nagaki. He needs to get out more. But I don't know his address or phone number. I'd go look in the library if the school weren't already closed. Now that I think about it, I only know him as the depressed freshman who's always in the library. I'd like to learn more about him, though. He'd probably never tell me anything if I asked. Going out is too much trouble. I think I'll have some mood on and go to bed. Today's my day as receptionist. There's nobody here as usual. Maybe I should work on the newspaper. Nagaki? Yes? Do you have a minute? What is it? Want to write a book review? I'm working on the library newspaper and there's a corner open, so I thought, can't you write one yourself? I'm always writing them. We never get submissions, so book reviews are just turning into our personal soapbox. Perhaps it would be better to remove them from the paper. My thoughts exactly. I'd like to see how you'd write one, though. Doesn't have to be very long, either. I'll write one later. Leave the paper there. Yay! Thank you! I think that's everything for the September issue. Whee! Whee! Yay! I've never had that much enthusiasm in my life. Study in the library. The library should be open now. I think I'll go study. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not sure I've prepared enough for my tests. I'd like to go study if that's alright. Of course, work hard, okay? There are already a number of students working in the library. Looks like mostly third years. They've probably all decided on their colleges and careers already. Will I be that frantic this time next year, I wonder? Nagaki is here too, leaning against a bookshelf in a far corner. Nagaki! Miss Pigeon, did you need something? Why are you over here? There are still plenty of seats open. You should sit down. I don't mind standing. You look like you mind. You don't like being near other birds? Is that it? He nods. They'll just ignore me anyway, whether or not I go near. Nagaki, are you being... paranoid? Gaslight gatekeep normal. Why? He falls silent. If there's something wrong, I'd like to help. And so we stood there awkwardly. Today's an elective day. I had hoped for something a little more interesting from an elective, but this is dull. I can just barely keep up, even though Mr. Nanaki explains everything so clearly. So this is all easy for you, Sakuya? Wow! Are you trying to curry favor with me? He looks happy, though. Wonder if Nagaki's in the library today? Probably. He always is. I mean, they're probably gonna pull like a bait and switch where it's like, oh, he's not, and I don't know, it's worrying or something, but I think I'll go buy something and hang out with him. Yep, door's open. Nagaki? Close it, please. I knew you'd be here. The door, it's loud outside. Oh, sorry. You're staying in here even today? It's almost like this is where you live. Is there something wrong with that? Of course not. You're kind of like a friendly ghost or something. It's reassuring to know you're here. Anyway, I brought you something. You're planning to stay here all day, right? What did... cookies? Yep, the birdwatching club was selling bird-shaped cookies. Aren't they cute? Have some. It's like the, bird equivalent of gingerbread men. Thanks. Hearing him thank me makes me very happy, even if it was in a whisper. He even looks a little happier than usual. Does anyone else know he's here? Because no one ever seems to talk about him. He doesn't get a job here. And they've jokingly said that he is a ghost. Is that an outlandish theory? There's lots of other stuff too. The third years are doing a play, and one class put together a god-tier haunted house. I was thinking of looking around a little more. Akiki, wanna come with me? No. Oh no, he looks angry. No thank you. Go ahead, if you want. Well, alright, sorry, I didn't mean to drag you out of here. Or he can't leave. I think he might actually live in here. The missing student ID. Whose is that? There's potentially, Kazawaki smelling like bleach, which is concerning. Feathers from nowhere. And a student in the library that never leaves or talks to people. Now that I think about it, I've never seen him anywhere else. Maybe he comes straight here as soon as he gets to school?